Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to another call with Tony and Kiara. And if you can see us live, let us know. So um, we're 1 minute early, so we won't begin until another minute.
Yeah, we'll give it a minute or two. Do you still have to add people in when they come in late, or do they get added automatically?
No, this is StreamYard, so people they can watch us on YouTube. So it's
Oh,
like
that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, so they could just click on anytime. I forgot about that. Jeez. Okay, what time is 11 o'clock? Yeah, we'll give it one more minute. We'll get started.
yeah. So who is watching us live? I already see one person.
Yeah, and if you guys are new, go ahead and put a little comment in there if you want to, saying just put new, just so we know. And that way we'll maybe spend a few minutes on what exactly the PAM is, how to hook up and stuff like that. We usually do that anyways, but we'll just make sure that we don't skip over anything important for you.
All right, so let me find the agenda. Okay, so let's see who's live. Okay, if you can watch us live, let us know. And if you're watching the replay, let us know as well in the comment section. I know I see three people already. So let us know who you are, where you're dialing in from, if you're new, if you're already hooked, like kind of part of what we have already. So what Tony and I today want to discuss is, hold on, let me grab the agenda. It's the end of day for me, guys, so bear with me. So today you guys are gonna discover the best way to make passive income with Forex, 100% hands-free, okay? And in this live, we will share with you how to make passive recurring income just by plugging into what is called a PAMM, all right? Now, for those of you that don't know what PAMM account is, don't freak out, all right? With the jargon, we will explain what that is, all right? And we'll explain also how you can get started, and you'll see how easy it is, all right? It just takes a couple of steps. And then we will share with you, obviously, stats as well, so like previous stats from the last few weeks, I should say. Actually, in this video, in this live, we will focus more on the stats from this week, right? And this is a good indication for you because elections are just around the corner. So the markets have been kind of a little unstable, especially, I mean, mainly the dollar pairs, but yeah, so you get a good indication. All right, and we'll talk about the requirements of what is needed to get into the PAM. All right.
Yeah, and I was going to tell you too, Kira, I'm going to try to reconnect to my FX book again and see if we get more accurate numbers. Because remember, we had, for some reason, it was showing both accounts, like the numbers are totally off. But it's been a couple months now, so maybe, if anything, the most current, like the past 30, 60 days should be accurate. So worst case scenario, we could just keep it hooked up and just tell people don't look at it from this point on, kind of thing, But I'm going to try hooking it back up over the weekend or Monday, and hopefully we're getting the right numbers. There's another one out there, you might have heard of it. What is it, FX Blue or something like that?
Really?
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing as my FX book. I didn't even think of it. We could try hooking up with that one. Maybe it'll be more accurate and have correct numbers for us. Because I'm sure there's going to be some people with the changes we're making, with increasing the minimum and stuff. Some people that want to share it over the next couple of weeks. And so if we have something with a little bit of history, without giving out too much information,
So we have Christian. What's up, guys?
Hey, Christian, what's up, buddy?
All right, you guys. So we can get started because we're 4 minutes past 7.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like most of my people, they don't even get on the lives. They just watch it later. And it's funny. They're like, well, it's just business as usual. It's like everything's been going so great every week after week. They know, it's like, all right, when I get home or the next day they watch it, I get all my messages like the next day. Okay, I just watched your update. Awesome. So it's pretty funny. We don't get as many people on the lives anymore just because it's just, like I said, business as usual, making money.
Yeah, but you'll get people. Actually, I forgot to do the tags. I'll actually do tags. you will get even new people like finding your live on the channel, because I get people every single week. They're like, I found you on your channel. Like, how do I join? So
Yeah, I've gotten a couple this past week actually. I think one of them just got hooked up yesterday or the day before actually. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just start, guys, with a quick disclaimer. I'm gonna read it out. So let me just get this out of the way, please. So trading foreign currencies can be a challenging and potentially profitable opportunity for investors. Trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before deciding to invest in foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Okay? So that's that. And let's get on to the good stuff. All right. So, Tony, if you don't mind, I'm just going to quickly explain what the PAMM is, and you can even add on like what I'm about to say. Reason being is the first, like, a common question we get in all our lives is, what is a PAMM? And I know of some of you are new to maybe Forex, you're looking into it, or you want to do it, but you don't want to do the manual trading. You just want to kind of plug and play. And a PAMM account is, and every time we're on the live, we forget what it stands for. But it's not important. It's important you understand what it is. Basically, it's kind of an account we have to a broker. All right, so we have a broker of choice where we hold our PAMM and we manage an account. So basically, you join through the broker, but you're in charge of the funds. So we can't access the funds. We can't withdraw your funds. We can only manage them in the sense that we can, kind of have a bot that is attached and does the trading for you. So the trades are copied, they're managed, they do the entries, the bot does the exits for you. So literally, you don't have to do anything. You just follow a couple of steps that we will tell you to do at the end of this video, at the end of this call, and then you just literally plug and play. That's literally, it's literally that's all it is. All right.
I'm reading Christian. Christian put in what the PAMM stands for.
Percentage liability management module. Did you Google that, Christian? Tony was very close. Okay. So basically, so we manage your account. There is no there's no restriction on when you withdraw, or it's not like a contract or something like with certain stuff. I don't know how it works outside of this, but basically you can withdraw when you like. You can deposit even more whenever you like. So literally, you're in charge of the funds. All we do is manage it. Okay. Now, what's in it for us? What's in it for us? Because obviously, you guys are probably like, okay, so what's in it for you guys? So what's in it for us is the better we perform for you, all right, the better for us, because we take a performance fee at the end of each month, which is 20%. Okay. So we take a 20% performance fee at the end of each month. And literally, you guys make passive recurring income. So it's in our best interest to make you profitable, because the more profits you make, the better our returns at the end of each month. Okay. So that's pretty much it. But you don't have to worry about a VPS. Some of you don't even know what that is. Don't worry, because we have to deal with that. You don't have to worry about literally anything. Okay. So we just have to follow the steps we tell you at the end of this video. All right. So that you can. Oh, he did Google it, you see.
One thing I want to add in too, as far as the 20%, because I get this question a lot. Just so you understand, guys, it's 20% of the profits only, not 20% of your account. So in other words, let's say you make 20% of profit, it's 20% of that 20%. Okay. So because I had a lot of people saying, well, what if we don't make 20% for the month, then, and you're taking it out? And I'm like, no. It's not on your balance. It's profits only. So if you make $1,000 in profit, you keep 80%. You keep 800, 200 goes towards the fee. So just look at it like it's an 80-20 split. You keep in the lion's share. Okay. 80-20 split. You keep 80%. We get 20%. And again, of profits only. And it also goes by what's called high watermark. And that means, let's say at the end of the month, let's say you make $1,000 and $200 is taken out, you're technically up $800, right, for that month. Now, when we go into the next month, the first $800 you make, there's no fee taken out because it goes on the high water mark. You have to hit your high point again, the highest that your account's been, and from that point, it'll start calculating your profits. So it's like basically like not being double taxed. Okay, it's the same thing there. So you don't have to worry about paying, paying twice the fee twice or anything like that. It's at the end of each month, the 31st or the 1st. I've noticed it kind of varies. Sometimes it's on the last day of the month. Usually the last day of the month. Once in a while, I notice it's on the 1st of the month. And if you guys do take a withdrawal out early, say in the second week or even the first week of the month, you need to take funds out. What it'll do is it'll calculate it up to that point. So if you say you take $100 out or $1,000, you might see another little withdrawal from the account. It'll say incentive fee, I believe is what it's labeled, incentive fee. And that's basically what it's doing is it's taking what you owe up to that point. And then again, at the end of the month, it'll just take the balance out, whatever's owed, over and above that amount. So again, you're not paying twice or anything like that. It's just getting you up to date because you took an early withdrawal. Not an early withdrawal, but because you took out money during the month. Okay. But yeah, like Kara said, you guys can make deposits at any time. I mean, we see it all day long. There's deposits, a couple withdrawals here and there, and then deposits coming in all out, every day pretty much. So you have full flexibility there. It's fully liquid. Just keep in mind, this is what I like to stress is, if we're in a situation where we're in high drawdown, meaning you're looking at your open trades and your equity, say your balance is $2,000, but your equity is say $1,500. That's a $500 drawdown, which would be 25% drawdown. That's pretty high. You want to be careful not to take out a big withdrawal when we're in high drawdown. Give it a couple days, and we'll most likely be out of the drawdown, and then you take your withdrawal then, if you can, because you don't want your drawdown, you don't want to be over leveraged. You don't want to have the drawdown. We don't want to be in a 30% drawdown and you take out half your money and then they close all the bottom line is you don't want them to close the open trades. That's what it comes down to. You want the trades to ride out, let the EA, which is short for the bot, expert advisor, do its thing and work us out of the drawdown. And you guys, if you've been with us for a while now, our drawdown is friggin' just amazing lately since we got this new updated, all these changes done to the bot. I mean, it shouldn't even have the same name technically because there's so many updates that were done to it. I have some numbers for you guys. I could do the numbers now if you want. Sorry.
Yes. In
fact, this past week, we took out, as you might know, the US dollar pairs, the Euro US dollar and the British pound US dollar, just because of the election coming up. We're going to keep them out again next week. And I'm keeping a close eye on all the trades, even on our other currencies, just in case it gets too wacky. Okay. So I've been keeping a close eye on it, and we still crushed it this week. We were expecting to get like half the returns that we usually get, and we ended up doing amazing. I mean, our main account did 4.7%. And our aggressive did 6.6% this week alone. And over the past month, since it is the end of the month, I did the monthly numbers. Did I get that right? Yeah. Okay. And on the main account for the month of October, almost 21%, 20.8%, which is way over and above what we strive for with the main account, because that's more conservative. And then we did almost 30%, guys. The aggressive account did 29%. In fact, yeah, exactly 29%. So friggin' just phenomenal, and we probably would have had another couple percent this week if we had the US dollar pairs in, but better safe than sorry. Wait till after the election in case it gets too wacky. Now with the bot, the nice thing is, because there's a lot of traders that didn't trade at all this past week, and they're staying out next week completely. And these are manual traders, and the reason they're staying out is because the volatility with the elections, and it'll have an effect on all the currencies. Okay, so but what's nice with us with running the bot is it has a built-in like a recovery system. So volatility can be good. It could work for us. we just don't want any crazy like reversals where it just keeps trending in the opposite direction. It just does a complete reversal and then just keeps trending and never pulls back. That's the only thing that we really have to be careful of. But anyways, that's why we're still trading during these couple weeks. I actually had a guy that pulled his funds out for this week and next week, and I said that's fine, but it's a little different when we're running an EA than an actual like a manual trader, because you don't have to win all the trades. We can win 50% of the trades and still make 5% for the week. Because of the recovery system it has in place. Okay, so just to let you guys know that. So, but we are watching it, a lot more closely this past week and then going into next week as well. So just so you guys know. And again, you won't see any US dollar pairs in there. Yeah, those are the numbers. In fact, since we started the updated version of this EA, I think we've done over 50% in the aggressive account. It's been like 7 weeks, something like that. So 6 or 7 weeks, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I don't have the exact date, but it's either 6 or 7 weeks, and it's time's flying, right? But yeah. So we're doing awesome. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions in regards to that. And we do have some very important news that's going to affect current people, and even more so those of you that are not in yet, as far as the minimum balance. Okay, so if I don't know if we should bring that up now or.
Yeah, let's bring it up now.
So as you know, the current minimum on each account, we have 2 accounts, right? The main account, the aggressive account, it's $250. And we had mentioned a while back we were going to raise it. When we started the PAMM, we wanted to allow anybody to get in for a small amount. But and now that we're going to be trading close to $100,000 in our accounts here very soon, because we're growing nice and steady deposits, new people coming in, and all that. So we're going to be raising the minimum. And it's not that we don't want anybody to be able to get in, guys. It's just we want serious individuals that come in and aren't worried about trying to take out $50 out of their account. They come in with $250 and you see them take out, they're up $50 and they take the $50 out. You're never going to grow your account that way. It'll take forever, right? So we're going to do it for that reason, and also because if you have $1,000 or more in your account, you're getting it's a little safer. The account's a little bit safer. It doesn't get into as high a drawdown. Because we run a lot of pairs. Okay, we run at times 7 pairs, 8 pairs, maybe even up to 10 pairs in the next coming weeks. Okay, so we want your account to be able to handle it no matter what. Where when you have the smaller account, you might be in a higher drawdown situation. So we just want it to be so we're all on a level playing field, same drawdown, same profits. It doesn't matter if your account's a minimal account or $50,000 in it. Your percentage is going to be the same as the next guy. Okay, and that's what we want. So we're going to be raising the minimum in 2 weeks. We're going to figure on November 15th. Okay, yeah. Right in the middle, square in the middle of the month. In fact, yeah, because it's 30 days in November. So the 15th of November, we're going to raise it to $1,000. So right now it's $250. It'll be $1,000. Now, a couple things. If you're already in, don't worry, you're fine. You're grandfathered in. If you have the minimal $250, that's fine. Okay, you don't have to add to it and make it $1,000 or anything like that. But anybody new coming in from the 15th on, it'll be $1,000 minimum in each account. Now, here's where it will affect you if you're in already. Let's say you want to make a deposit, because I see a lot of times there's like small deposits being made into the account or into the master account. If say you have a $300 account right now and you want to add to it, if you add to it between now and the 15th, you can add any amount. Okay, you can add $100. Like now's your chance to add 100 or add 200 or whatever into the account, because once it gets raised to a minimum of 1,000, even though you're locked in, if you add to it, you have to add to the new minimum. So if you're at 300 and you want to add to your account, you have to add at least $700 to your account to meet the new minimum requirement. Okay, so it will affect you in that way if you're already a member. So now's a chance, if you just want to make smaller deposits, now's your chance to do it before the 15th. And then again, for anybody new coming in from the 15th, it'll be $1,000. So if you guys do want to share it with, family, friends, or anything, and you want them to be able to get in at the same minimum, the 250. The next 2 weeks, you can bring in new people, and they'll be able to get in for the 250. But after November 15th, we can't make exceptions. It's like the broker sets the limit, and that's it. In fact, that's why they have that weird thing where you have to, make a deposit to reach the new minimum. That's not something that we do. It's just how the broker operates with the master account. Okay, so let's see. Is this for, let's see, Bartel says, is this for a PAMM account? Yes, it's a PAMM account, which means it's a managed account. We control the trading. It's completely hands-free for you guys. I have had a couple of people ask, can you alter your trades? No, you cannot. It's completely managed by us. You can't close your trades out if you're in profit on one or anything like that. It's all on our end. Okay, so but you don't have to worry about changing settings, like when you're running an EA like we are. I'm constantly changing settings. I'm switching out pairs. I'm looking at news. I don't have to do that, but I like to do it. I like to be more hands-on and kind of stay ahead of the market. We need all the help we can get with the markets, right? So I like to, be a little bit more hands-on and try to hit those sweet spots and maximize our profits with minimal drawdown, which, if you guys have noticed, our drawdown's been awesome. I mean, I think we hit a high point on the aggressive account of like 20-some% last week, and the main account was low. We had a few pairs go into drawdown at once. And it's funny because before that would happen like every week or every other week, we'd be in high drawdown. One pair would get out and then instantly go into another drawdown with another pair. With this, it's like I'd say over 80% of the time we're under 10, maybe even under 5% drawdown.
Under 5.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Under 5% most of the
right
time.
now, yeah, you guys, even with our weekly results this week, we're at 0 drawdown, literally, on the main account, and I think 1%, right around 1% on the aggressive account, which is absolutely just ridiculous. I'll give you an example. I'm in another platform that's very similar. It's a copy trading platform where their trades get copied onto my account, and we're getting half the returns that we are with this PAMM. Okay, I'm only getting maybe 3.5% a week on average, which is fine because I'm diversified, and that's why I stay with it. But I'm in constant drawdown, anywhere from 15 to 30% drawdown in that account. I mean, at all times. It barely ever gets below 12%, 15%. I mean, that's fine because that's normal. What we have going here is not normal to have the low drawdown that we have when we're running an EA. It's unheard of. It really is. Knock on wood. There will be times, guys. There will be times when we get into high drawdown, but it's far and few between. And when it happens, knock on wood again, but we get out. We get out of it. And like it happened this past week, it was like we got into high drawdown and then we were out the same day, where before it would sometimes take a week or more, to get out of drawdown. So it's just been night and day as far as since this, we've had all the enhancements done to the bot. So,
in fact, last week it hit about 20%, and I had someone telling me, oh, I want to withdraw my money because it was an emergency, and he was like, the drawdown, he's like, it was higher than usual. That's why, because we never see 20%. Even I was like, when we were like, the developer warned us, like, we were like, to be careful with the elections coming up. We were like, it's true. So I was like, hold on just in case, because you told me there's a stimulus bill, and I was like, maybe the drawdown will just drop. And Friday afternoon, 0.5% drawdown. I looked again, I had to look twice. I was like, where did the drawdown even go? And these high profits, I was like, is this even real?
Yeah, because it was on like 2 different pairs, but they both had, I think they both had the euro in the pair. So what happens when the euro dropped or shot up? I can't even remember. I can't remember if it's a buy or a sell, but it affected all of our drawdown, both pairs. Boom, just wiped out completely in a matter of hours. So, but the thing is, like, with a 20% drawdown, it's still, your account's still safe. If you took half your money, but you got to look at it. If you take half your money out of your account, that 20% drawdown is now going to be 40% drawdown because you took half your money out, and you need to allow in case it gets into higher drawdown. You know, because the way it is now, we could get into a 50% drawdown and we're fine. You know, if you don't touch your account, that's why I say try not to touch it. It doesn't mean you're going to have an issue if you take a withdrawal. You just want to prepare. You just want to have the available funds if it's needed. Okay. So.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is let's talk a bit about the requirements needed to get involved in the PAMM, because I'm pretty sure those of you watching are asking right now. I see 12 of you live, so feel free to comment and engage. And thanks, BFF, I see you. I know you're on Facebook, so but I know who you are. Find out the requirement. All right, so requirements are, all right, so the PAMM is hooked through, like, it's all taking place through one broker of choice. All right. Now that broker is LQDFX. All right. Some of you may already have an account with them. Some of you may not. Now, if you don't, all right, you need to go to the person that brought you here. So if you're here through Tony, then you have to go to him, ask him for his LQDFX link. If you came through me, you know, come to me and ask me for my LQDFX link. If it is someone else, all right, you can use them. And then you have to go to them, all right? So LQDFX are extremely user-friendly. I touched many brokers before LQD, and as soon as I came across LQD, I was like, where was this all my life? It made my life so much easier. So for those of you that never opened a broker account, I'm telling you guys, they're very user-friendly, all right? So you just open an account, and again, you just literally open an account, and you need an MT4 PAMM, right? Now you can come to Tony or myself or to whoever brought you here and ask them for help, because if they're in the PAMM already, they're gonna know how to help you. But it's really simple. So you just open an account. The next thing you have to do is get verified, okay? This is with any broker, all right? So it's not an LQDFX thing. You need to get verified, and you may need to go back and forth, because I had people who were like, I have to go back and forth so many times with the documentation. They have to. They can't just be lenient with you, because you know they have these regulations they need to follow in terms of identity verification. So what they're going to ask you for is a government issued ID, such as your driver's license or ID card. The next thing they need you to verify is the address you opened the account with. So a utility bill will do, a bank statement, and that's, yeah, one of those two. And you upload everything to the back office, and they'll tell you, like, once you open the account, they're like, next step is to verify your identity. Once you're verified, and then there's a finance tab, and there are only a few tabs, all right? One is called finance. That's where you deposit funds. Now, how you deposit it depends where you are. So for example, I know I have more options than most because I'm in Europe. In the US, a lot of you have like a few options. So it's like crypto, Bitcoin, which is, by the way, the best way anyway. So you have the best options. You have Bitcoin, crypto, and there's VLoad. I think it is VLoad, yes.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. And so if you use cryptocurrency, there's a crypto option. Even if you use Bitcoin, that's the best way, all right? So actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me open this in a new tab. Let me just open the account first so that I only show the details that need to be seen.
Yeah, so just to let you guys know too, the reason we say crypto is the best is because you need to understand this, okay? Because if you use the VLoad option, you can use, like, you sign up with VLoad, you can use a credit or debit card. The problem is when you're cashing out, when you do a withdrawal, and this is due to anti-money laundering laws, okay? This is any broker for the most part. You have to take the first withdrawal through the same exact card. So you're going to get a credit on your card, whether it's a debit card or credit card, from what I understand. So just, you know, if you do Bitcoin, there's no worries. You go in Bitcoin, you come out Bitcoin. If you're in the US, the easiest way is Cash App. I love Cash App. You can do up to a few thousand a week, I think, with Cash App, as far as deposits, withdrawals, you know, and just send right into the broker and then have it sent right to your wallet. It's also a lot quicker. 24 to 48 hours, I've been paid. And just to let you guys know, I've been with this broker for several years, way before the PAMM account. Okay, and I've been using them, and I've taken out, you know, large sums of money on multiple occasions, no problems at all. Okay, so that's another reason why I do like this broker. And then not to mention, like Kira said, it's very user friendly. So okay, just want to throw that in there.
No worries. So guys, over here, once you're in LKDFX, all right, over here you'll see finance. So you click there. All right, look how user friendly it is. It's a very clean dashboard and big images and everything. Is why I love it. It's like brokers for dummies, because I needed this when I came into this. So deposit funds, so you click here. All right, the best option is crypto. Even if you're doing Bitcoin, crypto is the best option. All right, so click crypto. And here it tells you that the minimum deposit is 30 euros or $30. Okay.
And you don't even have to put anything in there in that Bitcoin amount. That's just, this is what's nice with choosing the crypto option, not the Bitcoin option. It'll have Bitcoin, as you see on the screen. It'll say Bitcoin by default. So if you're going to do Bitcoin, it's already set up for that. But you don't need to put the Bitcoin amount. That's just for your conversion and stuff. But you can, that's why I like this one, is you can literally just send any amount and it'll get credited to your account. You don't have to have the exact amount of Bitcoin or anything like that. And what's also nice is it'll give you the wallet. And once it gives you the wallet address, you can send money. You don't even have to log in here. You could just send money randomly to that wallet address, and it's tailored to your account. It's attached to your account. So anytime money is sent to that address, it's going to appear in your back office. So it's just so cool, because now I don't have to worry about logging into LQD. If I have money I want to add to it, I could just go and send. I have that wallet address saved. I send to it, and an hour later, once it's confirmed on the blockchain, it's appeared in my wallet in my back office. Just want to mention that.
Nice. So yeah, so as Tony said, no need to enter Bitcoin amount. You can leave it 0. It's just for a price check. And then please use the following address to deposit Bitcoin. So you take this address, and I know that they don't allow Coinbase. So like Tony said, you're just better off with Cash App. I know I never heard of people complaining of Cash App. So just download the app on your phone, Cash App, and yeah, buy your Bitcoin there, or maybe you have Bitcoin in there already, because I know a lot of people use Cash App in the US. And just send your Bitcoin to this address, and then after a while, it will show up in your wallet. Okay, so it will show up here. Okay. Also, the good thing about crypto is you don't have to stay verifying your payment method. So like when I got started, I did Visa, because that's where I had my funds, and I had to stay verifying my Visa cards and everything. And every time they expire, they message you to not expire. After 2 months, they expect you to send statements again. It's like, so cryptocurrency is just so much easier. All right. And then what you need to do is, actually, don't worry, I don't want to confuse you guys. So just get an account, verify it. So where you see profile, this is where you upload documents over here. All right. So you upload your documents there. They'll email you once you're verified. Fund your account through here, and then message whoever brought you here, because you'll need a page, and you get a link that will allow you to hook up to the account. There's another step before, which is really easy as well. It's basically opening what is called an MT4 PAMM. You can do it through the trading account. All right, it's option, and we'll send you a video. All right, it's just much, much easier, and you won't have to.
It takes 30 seconds, a couple clicks of a button, and it creates the account for you. And when you're signing up, if you're new to the broker, when you're signing up, if you accidentally choose MetaTrader 4 and you don't choose the PAMM one, don't worry about it, because you can have as many sub accounts in the back office as you want. You just, if you don't do it right away in the beginning, don't worry. You can just create another PAMM account once you're all verified and set up. No big deal. Okay, Tony's asking, you just got in, what's this all about? instead of us backpedaling and starting from the beginning again.
We've been going on for 34 minutes, Tony.
Yeah, exactly. We're almost done, but that's fine. Just come to the same link once we're done, and it'll be recorded. that way you can watch it at your own pace. Okay, so it's always recorded. So just come back to this YouTube link. If you're on the YouTube link, just come back to the link at the end, or if you're on a live on Facebook, same thing. It'll be recorded. You can watch this at your leisure. Okay, you got it, buddy. I like your name, by the way.
Where is my, oh, I thought I had the agenda up. No worries. Anyhow, so, oh, here it is. Okay, so I just want to see if I spoke about everything. All right, so one last thing, okay? So, hold on. Where is StreamYard? I need to find our faces again. Okay, here we are.
One thing I want to mention to Tony real fast, because he did miss, you probably missed it, Tony, but one important thing that an update we had is right now the minimum, if this is something you want to do, the minimum is $250 in each account. It's going up to $1,000 minimum in 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks, if November 15th. So just go ahead and watch the replay. We go over it all, but I just want to throw that out there for you, just to get you up to date.
So one last thing. Hold on. What's performance of regular account and aggressive account on a monthly basis?
Okay, so past profits don't indicate future results. It's going to vary from week to week, from month to month. I will tell you, we haven't had a losing month in like 2 months. I mean, a losing week in like over 2 months. It's pretty consistent. Okay, we've been averaging on the aggressive account between like 5 and 8% a week, and between like 4 and 6% on the main account. I did do the numbers for the month, so just I had them here. I brought it up on the call here earlier, but yeah, we did 21% for the month of October on the main account, and almost 30%, a little over 29% on the aggressive account for the month. That's gross. That's before the performance fee. So then whatever your profit is, 20% again of profits only would be the performance fee on that. Okay.
All right. So one last thing is you guys can make some really nice, decent, like recurring passive commissions that compound every single month just by referring the PAMM. So you can just bring people to these calls that we do every month. And you can just get some amazing opportunity. You are very welcome. And you guys can make some really decent commissions. Now, it takes a while to add up and until like the account starts growing for each individual. It takes time, but it really pays off. So basically what you guys can do is once you open your own broker account with LPDFX, there is an affiliate link in the back office. And you can take that affiliate link and give it to people to open their own broker account. So literally all you have to do is bring them to these calls, all right? They're gonna hear like, how well we're doing and, report the stats and everything. And we always send them back to you. Like, we say, go to the person who sent you here. And all you have to do is help them to the same process that we help you with, which is opening the broker account, getting them verified, like making sure they know what they're doing with depositing funds, and then hooking up with the PAMM. That's it. And you guys make passive recurring commissions, okay? And once we increase this to 1,000, I'm telling you, it's gonna benefit all of us. And Tony did the numbers last week. He was doing the numbers on his commissions. And apparently you said it was like 2.88% on deposit.
I did them, just so you know, I don't think I told you, I did them again this week. So we had 2 solid weeks, and the bigger the sample, the more you can get an average. It came down a little. It's between 2.5% to 3%. And what that means is when you bring somebody in, let's say you bring somebody in, they come in, the new minimum in 2 weeks is going to be $1,000. So if somebody comes in with $1,000, you're going to make between 2.5% and 3% of whatever their deposit is for the month. Okay. Now here's where it gets exciting. It's like compounding. It's compounding commissions. Okay. First of all, it doesn't matter if there's a losing trade or a winning trade. You're paid on the trade. Winning or losing does not matter. It's on the volume of the trade. This referral is not paid by us. Okay, so we're fully compliant. It's got nothing to do with us. The broker pays it. And here's the thing too, there's no advantage going straight to the broker and signing up because they're just going to keep the commissions. It's the same. In fact, I had a conversation today with a guy. He's had LQD and wasn't even aware of the commission structure. He thought they didn't have a good commission structure because their spreads are so low with LQD. It's another reason we like them. The spreads are very low. But on top of that, their commissions are the highest I've seen. It's $7 per lot, if you know what that means. But for every volume, the lot size is the volume of the trade. For every lot that's traded under you, you're going to make $7. You guys, it adds up over time. Trust me. Okay. I mean, it pays out every 2 weeks. I'm making like over $1,000 a week right now.
Wow.
So yeah, it's amazing. In fact, yeah. So this is the end of the month now. I think I'm at like 22.50 or something for this 2 week period. So actually a little bit more than that. And it's going to keep going up. So let's say, hypothetical, I'm just saying, if we're earning, say our accounts are growing by 5% a week in profits, guess what? That your trading account's growing by 5%. Everybody you bring in's happy. They're growing by 5%. So are your commissions. Your commissions are growing by 5% because the volume is now going up incrementally because it's compounding, right? So, you know, your commissions will be going up. So I don't touch my trading account. In fact, I even add to it here and there. I just live off of the commission. So that's the advantage. If you don't have a lot of money to come in, but you know somebody that does, or you want to share with a few people, that could be a little side income for you while you're growing your account. And you can, use that to further add to your account, or do what I do, use that to pay your bills, and keep your account growing. So it is very substantial. And like I said, it pays out on the 15th and on the 30th, or the 1st, actually, every 2 weeks. As long as you have once you have $100, if you don't have $100 accumulated, it will not go into your wallet until you have $100 accumulated. And then in that 2 week period, it'll go into your wallet, and now you can withdraw it to your crypto wallet. Okay. The total amount in the PAMM, we're getting close to 100,000. I think we're right around like 70, 75, 80,000. I actually had one guy I mentioned, he took out for 2 weeks for the election, he took out like 10,000, but he's actually putting it back in a week. So he's obviously not leaving because we're making, we're doing very well, but we're getting close to 100,000. We expect to be there when we raise the minimum in a couple of weeks. We'll probably be at 100,000, possibly more, or very close to it, just because.
Once we crank this up to 1K, it will easily go up. And another thing I want to mention.
You mean 100K? 100K?
No, once we crank this.
The 1K. Oh, the minimum. I'm sorry. Yeah, the minimum. Right. Exactly.
So, by the way, one other thing is, this is the thing I love about this is that people can come in. But once people come in and they see that they're profiting, all right. Now, of course, I'm not guaranteeing any results, all right. But once they see themselves profiting, all right, making I had one guy come in 2 weeks ago, and he was so happy. He posted in our group, because we have a group for those of you that join. So if you're not in it, let us know. But he was so happy. He's like, I can't believe these are the results after 1 week. And he came in with the minimum. Like, he was so well impressed. And guys, if you bring people in, all right, again, at first you might think, oh, this is not much, but let me tell you, this week we finally saw some really nice returns from the broker. We're like, Carlos is my partner, we're like, what? Like, seriously, how did this go up so fast? It's just because of the compounding. And sometimes the numbers, when you compound, like someone posted a link to a compounding calculator. My favorite compounding calculator is 21 Forex calculator. You can Google this, and when you do the numbers, like you just if you enter the amount you're starting with, and let's say you put 20% that you compound for over a year, the numbers just really add up. Especially if you do it over 3-5 years, from between 1 year and the other, it just changes drastically. Okay, so the thing with this, guys, is there's no auto ship fee. So people won't take out their money as long as they're profiting. So you guys really benefit just from putting in the work once or bringing them in. And by the way, it's such a smooth process to bring them in, and we can help you. With the first time, if you're helping someone the first time, we can help you. And I always tell people, if you need help with the recruiting, that's my jam. So something I really want to do is help people more, bring people into this, so you guys can enjoy the commissions. Because Tony and I, we're always like making fun of this. We're like, we enjoy the commissions from LQD more than the performance fees. Like the performance fees are like, we take expenses out of that for the EA, PS. So, you know, so like, I'm telling you guys.
Yeah, it's all the commissions. I'm telling you, the performance fee is just a little bit extra. But like I said, I'm literally living off of the commissions. And one thing I want to mention too, in addition to the compounding, equally important, sometimes more so, is additional deposits. You might have somebody that comes in with $250 or $1,000, and then after a month or 6 weeks, they're like, holy crap, this is amazing. They were just testing the waters. Next thing you know, boom, they add $5,000 to their account. And now you're getting commissions on the entire, it's always on the entire balance, okay? So that includes deposits and the profits. So it does grow very substantially. Gabe, to answer your question, yes, I am in the U.S., and you're absolutely right. In fact, there's a lot of brokers that won't even take. I just heard that FX Choice no longer takes U.S. clients, which is crazy. I don't like them anyways. Honestly, guys, they manipulate, and I don't care what. I'm going to slam them right now. They're the worst when it comes to broker manipulation. They really are. I ran a PAMM account. Well, it's called MAM account with them. Back in the day with my brother, and it was just absolutely ridiculous. We were comparing LQD to FX Choice, the same exact trades. We would make like 5% in LQD and lose 7% on FX Choice just because of all the crazy slippage and manipulation. Ridiculous. So, but anyways, to answer your question, Gabe, it's fine. LQD is fine with US, and another nice thing with LQD is they do pay commissions even if you're in the U.S. Okay, so that's another thing with a lot of brokers. If you're in the U.S., you can't earn commissions. So they're fine with U.S. Now, will they be a year from now? We don't know. You know, but for instance, like with FX Choice and another broker, JFX, I remember that was one of my first accounts I opened years ago. If you already have an account and you're in the US, you're fine, but they stopped taking new clients. So that could be the case in the future. If something happens at LQD, they might say no more US clients, but there's a good possibility they would still keep us because we already have an account. So, you know, it's nice to have your foot in the door. But yes, to answer your question, they're totally fine with U.S. Most of the people I brought in are in the U.S. So.
Me too. Most people that take an interest in this are from the US, and I didn't have one person that complained about LQDFX. The most important thing about a broker is that they don't give you any withdrawal issues, which seems to be the case with a lot of brokers. I never had a withdrawal issue, especially for those of you that are going to use crypto, same day, instant payouts. Like what else can you ask for? So.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's up to 48 hours. And just so you guys know, they don't do anything over the weekend. So if you put a withdrawal request in on a Friday, yeah, you're not going to get it till Monday, possibly Tuesday. It won't. They're closed. Period. In fact, they won't even answer questions on the weekend. It's Forex is 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. But when it's closed, so is a broker for the weekend. Yeah, Stephen, the Cash App, like I was saying earlier, I love it. Yeah, you can do up to 2,500 or something per day or something like that with Cash App. The only issue some people would have with Cash App is the verification. Sometimes they don't accept your ID. It's like their support sucks as far as getting back to you. But once you're verified, yeah, you're good to go.
Hold on. Let me answer these questions. I'll get back to you, Steve. All right. So can you use more than the amount you put into the account? No, right?
Well, wait, can you lose more than the amount you put into the account? I'm not now. Are you referring to like profits? I mean, there's no guarantee of profits, you guys. This is real trading. It's full transparency. You're going to have losing trades, winning trades. We can't guarantee any kind of results or anything like that. Anything can happen. You can take a loss. I mean, this is real trading. So, again, I mean, we haven't had a loss in I don't know, a couple months, a losing week even in a couple months. But yeah, there's no guarantees. We can't guarantee
So
anything.
just to add on to what Tony said, because I sometimes get this question, and in different people ask it differently, but basically when we see high drawdown, we take action. So Tony is actually the person behind all the mechanics. I have to give him the credit, and he did such a good job with just perfecting it. And as soon as the drawdown gets really high, like he's not gonna just stare at it and be like, oh, whatever, we'll see what the bot does, like he's like really on it, like, he's like managing everything, like the recovery trades, everything, like anything that can help with the drawdown just being minimized, like really quickly, he's onto it. And worst comes to worst, like we can have like what's is called equity protection. We're Tony, like if we see like it's out of control, we can like have equity protection on it. Like that's the worst case scenario, right? So we'll decide, okay, together like 50%, we'll be willing to lose 50% of the account. I know it might sound a lot to most of you, all right, but if you're in this for the long term, what happens is once you're profiting and the profits are compounding each month, if say you had to even lose 50% of the account, it won't even be 50%. It will be a portion of it. And we can make that quickly with the bot. So we're just preparing you for any circumstance. We don't want to just be like, oh, this is butterflies and magic and it looks, because we do have amazing stats every week, but anything can happen, all right? Like with this corona, with the election, we don't know what could happen, right? Like the world's going crazier and crazier. So we do everything we can to protect the account. So that's our promise to you, that we're doing everything to protect the account.
Yeah, and the longer you're in, the better. So like it's all about timing. If once you're in for a couple months, if we took a loss of 40-50%, but you've doubled your money, you're still, you've given up your profits, but you haven't lost anything, as far as your initial deposit. But if you just so happen to come in when we have a losing week or something, then yeah, you're going to be starting off in the negative and have to work your way back. But I am always managing the trades. When I see high drawdown, I go into the settings because I understand what all the settings do. Sometimes it means taking a little extra time to get out of the drawdown. But what I'm doing is I'm mitigating it so it doesn't get into too much heavier of drawdown before getting out. I'm always looking at like the worst case scenario, trying to more preventative, preservation of capital is of the utmost importance, so that's what it all comes down to. So I'm always kind of watching, okay, well, the next trade, it's going to be a smaller lot size that it wants to put in. I'm going to change some of the parameters so that we get out of it, squeaky clean, hopefully, so.
Christian, is this still 100% the bot, or is it a mix of Kiara's manual trading? So right now it's 100% the bot, but manual trading will come in later. I'm doing a bit more demo before I come into the account and.
Yeah, you put in a few of them, hit or miss, a few of them. I think overall we might even be up a little bit, but then this past week or so, the thing is the bot's doing so well. We don't want to, make 1% and lose 0.5% on the manual trades. So we just figure until it's completely mastered, stay on demo. It's business as usual. As long as it's business as usual with the bot, with the EA, then we're good anyways. No pressure, So.
All right. So Dean says, thanks for all your hard work on our behalf. Stephen, where are we connected? Facebook or Telegram? Just send me a message wherever we're connected, and absolutely, I'll help you through the whole process. Oh, he's asking.
Dean, what's up, buddy? Dean got on our live here. Congrats on the 1K a week. Thanks. In fact, this is something I forgot to mention with LQD that I don't know of any other broker actually that does this. I could be wrong, but that I know of. In addition to the trading commissions that you make, they have a second tier, so to speak, that they also pay. If you bring somebody in and they bring people in and they're earning commissions, you also make a 15%, like a matching bonus of whatever they earn. Okay, so if you bring somebody in and they're making $1,000 a week, this is a perfect example. And Dean's above me in LQD. I came in under Dean. Dean's making $150 a week just from my efforts. Okay, and that's actually the case. Dean thank you, Dean. He's actually my sponsor in LQD. I came in under Dean years ago under another platform that's pretty much not doing trading anymore. And I came in under Dean, so everything that I'm making, Dean's just getting that getting additional override from my efforts. So in addition to the normal payouts, you also make a 15% override of whatever commissions that your referrals earn in trading commissions. So it's kind of like a second tier in a way. So it's pretty awesome. And I have another guy that's he just has an LQD account that's under me, and he's bringing a bunch of people in under another bot. Okay, and he's making a few, like, I don't know, he's making more than $1,000 a week. So I'm making a couple $100 a week just off of that guy going out there doing his thing. So you guys, it gets up there. It gets up there. It's pretty nice.
Can you use more than deposit amount?
Yeah, see, she rephrased it. See now, so if your question is, say you put in $1,000, can you lose any of that? Yeah, absolutely. It's trading. I don't know how else to, reword it. I mean, it's anything can happen. Okay. It's all risk to reward. You know what I mean? Yes, our history is very good. We're doing very well, but there are no guarantees. There's no protection of your deposit. If you want that, then you have to put your money in a bank account and be insured and earn 0.001% per year.
Let them trade with your money instead. They enjoy all the profits.
What's that?
And the bank will trade with your money instead, but they get
yeah. And then the big banks, guess what the big banks are doing, guys? Forex. That's what they're doing with your money. And I don't know if you probably don't know this, but this year since the pandemic, they passed a new law, and it was already ridiculous before. For every $1,000 that you give out to the bank, put in your account, they can loan out 90% of it. They only have to keep 10% on deposit of your actual money. The rest of it's gone out as loans to different people. They're trading it. Well, guess what? They actually, just a few months ago, changed it where they don't have to keep a penny on deposit. They can loan out 100% of your deposited funds to other people. So there's no guarantees, guys. There's no guarantees even with your bank. So just a heads up there. So that's in the U.S. anyways, all the big banks. It's disgusting. You give them $1,000, you give them $100,000, and they can loan out 100,000 of it, and they don't have to have a penny of it on deposit. It's crazy.
Okay, guys. Any questions? How many levels deep can you earn commissions from your downline? Just 2 levels.
Yeah, it's just the people you bring in, and then if they earn commissions, you get a 15% override. As long as they become a partner with the broker. This is all through the broker, guys. None of this is handled by us. This is just straight commissions. The broker being generous, sharing in their spread and commissions. So.
Any other questions, you guys?
I think we're good. Yeah, we've been on a full hour, so.
All right, so let's wrap it up, you guys. So if you want to get started, go to whoever referred you here, ask them for the LQDFX link, and ask them to help you through the process of getting started with us. Okay, the first step is to open an account. Second step is to get verified. Third step is to get funded, and then you can get hooked to us. Okay, so would anyone be able to help with setup? Absolutely. This is in the Facebook group. I don't know who this is. It's just Facebook user. Sorry. So just message me or Tony, like whoever you're familiar with, and we'll help you through it. No problem. We have videos for everything.
Yeah, we have videos walking you guys through every step of the way. Very simple. If you're coming in under myself or Kiera, just come right to us. Otherwise, go to your sponsor. And if they don't have the videos, have them reach out to us, and we'll get you.
It's that easy.
Alrighty, guys, so that's pretty much it. Now, if you're new to our channels, maybe you're on Tony's channel or maybe you're on mine, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And stay tuned for our next live update next month.
One more quick thing I want to mention with the commissions thing. Like, for instance, I brought up that guy that's just going on his own, going crazy, and he's making a killing, and I'm earning off of him. This isn't just with PAMM. This has nothing to do with the PAMM, you guys. Once they sign up under you, if they keep using LQD in their future endeavors, with maybe they go out and get a bot with another company or something like that, you're earning commissions on that. All activity in any of their LQD accounts, you get that same, and it's the same amount override. Okay, so pretty good stuff. We'll go to you then, Tony. Thank you. Sure thing. Yep. Just reach out to me if I'm the one that, that brought you here or whatever. Then
it's Leilani Garcia.
Oh, hey, what's up? Okay, yeah. In fact, I thought you were in already, or maybe you started the process and didn't finish up or something. But okay, great. Sounds good, buddy.
All right. Awesome, you guys. So have an awesome weekend. Have a happy Halloween. And we'll see you guys on the inside of our PAMM. Adios.
Take care.